Okay, and the interest rate is given like this, 10% per annum.
Sir, you are lagging, so I couldn't hear.
Just wait. Okay, my voice is still lagging, or is it
No,
clear
sir,
now?
it's clear.
Okay. So I was saying that when we have to calculate interest and the time factor is given, like interest is 10% per annum, you can see here. So this 10% is for 12 months because it is written 12 months per annum, 12 months. Okay. So time factor in this situation, consider time. If we have to calculate interest for 6 months, then we will write 6 by 12. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we generally calculate interest. Now, for calculation of interest, we follow two methods. We use two methods. The first one is simple method, and the second one is product method. Product method. Okay. So what is simple method? Actually, if capital or drawing is introduced or withdrawn. Okay, so capital is introduced or the drawing is made once in a year, then we can use simple method. Okay, it is very easy to calculate. We just have to write the amount into rate into time. Rate divided by 100 and time divided by 12 or 365. Okay.
So, sir, simple method is when capital or drawings were drawn once in a year.
Actually, when we have introduced a capital, okay, introduced our capital in business once, okay, or we have made a drawing in a year only once, okay. So then we can use simple methods. It is very easy to calculate. We can use this method in some of the other situation also, but for using simple method, the once situation is better. Okay, so if we have done only one drawing, we have introduced only one time capital, then we will use simple method. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now let's take a situation here. Actually, I'm taking a situation where there is some change in capital. Let's say the opening balance of capital is given. Opening balance of capital, it is 2 lakh. And from 1st April, yes. And additional capital introduced is, let's say, 50,000. It is introduced in 1st October. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And there is a drawing. leave the drawing. So in this situation also, we can use simple method. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. In this method, we can use simple method like on our opening balance, this amount, we will calculate interest 2 times here, 2 lakh into, let's say the interest rate is 10% per annum. Okay. So 2 lakh into 10 by 100 into, actually, we have introduced this capital in the beginning. Actually, this is opening balance. So it will be 12 by 12. So we don't have to write that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And the second is, we have introduced 50,000. So 50,000 into 10 by 100. And this 50,000, we will calculate interest on this 50,000 for 6 months only, because it is introduced in 1st October. So 6 months, 6 by 12. Interest here will be 20,000. And here it will be 2,500.
So say if it is in middle of year, it will be 6 by 12. If it is starting, it will be 12 by 12.
Yes. Actually, you don't have to write that.
Okay, sir.
Because 12 by 12 means 1. And if you multiply anything with 1, you will get the same.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But what if the additional capital is introduced on 1st January?
It will be 12 by 12 only.
On 1st January, actually, the year starts with 1st April to 31st March. The starting and end of the year is 1st April to 31st March. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So in this situation, if the additional capital is introduced on 1st January, then
It will be 6 by 12 only.
6 by 12, how?
Because it is the ending of the year.
No, actually it is not, and is 31st March. Yes.
Yes.
And the beginning of the year is 1st April. So you have to count from 1st January to end of the year. So whenever there is any change in capital, okay, any change in capital, then you have to count the time period from the date of change to end of the year.
Okay, sir.
So in this situation, we will count January, February, March. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So there is 3 months.
It will be 3 by 12.
Yes, in that case, it will be 3 by 12. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, one more method we can use here for this. Actually, you can see our 2 lakh is the opening balance. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, can you tell me how, on which date our capital change?
On 1st October.
1st October. So from 1st April to 1st October, can you tell me the time period?
7 months.
6 months.
Yes, 6 months.
So we have kept this 2 lakh for 6 months into business. Yes.
Yes.
So 2 lakh into 10% into 6 by 12. And after that, it becomes 2,50,000. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because additional capital is introduced. it will be added in opening balance. So 2,50,000 into 10% into 6 by 12. Now it will be 10,000 here, and it will be 12,500 here. So total is 22,500. You can see here it is 22,500 and here also. So by any of these two methods, we can calculate interest. You can take the whole amount. This 2 lakh is kept in the business for 12 months, and this 50,000 is for 6 months. So we can calculate like this: 2 lakh into 10% for 12 months and 50,000 into 10% for 6 months. Or we can calculate interest on the basis of change in amount. So 2 lakh is kept in the business for 6 months. After that, it becomes 2,50,000. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So generally, I prefer this method.
Okay, sir. Noted.
Okay. Now, why I use this method, why I prefer this method, let me tell you. Actually, when there is decrease in value of capital, decrease in amount of capital, okay? So in that case, we have to calculate interest and then deduct from this amount. Yes?
Yes.
But if there is any decrease, then we will calculate, deduct the amount from here and then calculate the interest on balance amount.
Yes.
Let me give you an example of this also. Actually, we will discuss the portion of this topic, but I'm just explaining the concept of interest to you here. Okay. So now there is little change here. Okay. So opening balance is 2 lakh and additional capital (1 lakh). This is on 1st October, and there is drawing of capital 60,000. This is on 1st January. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So first we will calculate interest on 2 lakh. Then we will calculate interest on 3 lakh. And then we will calculate interest on 2,40,000. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because our opening balance is 2 lakh and it is for how many months?
12.
6 months. From 1st April to 1st October. You have to take like this.
Okay.
So into 10% into 6 by 12. And additional, after introduction of additional capital, next change is on 1st January. So we will count from 1st October to 1st January. So October, November, and December. So it is 3 months. So 3 lakh into 10% into 3 by 12. And again, in the last, it is 10 by 100 into 3 by 12, because we will count from here to 31st March. Up to end of the year. So it will be 10,000 here. It will be 7,500. And it will be 6,000. Okay. So 23,500. You got this?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. So this is our simple method. Now let's take product method also.
So, sir, what is this 23,500
This is total interest.
total interest?
Yes. Because on this amount, it is 10,000, 7,500 and 6,000. We have calculated but three different amount. So the interest is separate in each condition and then we total it. So we got the final amount of 23,500 interest for the year.
Okay, sir.
Now let's take product method. Now, how product method is used. So it is similar to this. We have to write the date of change. It is 1st April, then it is 1st October, and then it is 1st January. Okay.
Okay, sir.
On 1st April, the amount was 2 lakh. On 1st October, it becomes 3 lakh. And on 1st January, it becomes 2,40,000. Now, how many, what is the time period for the first change? It is 6 months. It is 3 months and it is 3 months. Yes, time period.
Yes, sir.
So you have to prepare a column in product method: date, amount, time period, and then product. Product is multiplication of these two. So 2 lakh into 6, it is 12 lakh. Okay. 3 lakh into 3, 9 lakh. And 2,40,000 into 3, 7,20,000. Then we will calculate total of the product. So 12, 9, 21, 7, 28 lakh 20,000. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now on 28 lakh 20,000, we will calculate interest on the same rate. So into 10%. But we will calculate interest for only 1 month. Always in product method, we calculate interest for 1 month only. So it will be 12 to will be 4 2 3 6 0 5 23,500. You can see the answer: 23,500 here and 23,500 here.
So, sir, 1 by 12, I didn't understand that part.
We only calculate interest for 1 month because actually we always take here instead of 1, we always take time. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So time is already multiplied here. You can see. At the time of interest calculation, we have multiplied the total amount and rate with this time: 6, 3, and 3. So what we have done, we have multiplied this 633 here in the table. Okay.
sir. Okay.
So what is left here? Can you tell me? Only 12.
Yes, 12.
Every formula 12 is left. So we have written 12 here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this 633 is used in table. That's why we didn't write it again here.
So we'll multiply 6 into 3 into 3.
Yes, we have multiplied 2 lakh into 6, 3 lakh into 3, 2,40,000 into 3.
Okay, sir.
And after calculation of product, we will calculate total of product, and then we will calculate interest for 1 month. So 28 lakh 20,000 into 10 by 100 into 1 by 12. You will get the final one.
So in every product method, we'll have 1 by 12.
Yes, in every time we will use product method, we will use only 1 by 12.
Okay, sir.
But let's say if in table we have used days, not month, we have used
Yes.
days, then here it will be 1 by 365.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So if we are using month here, then it will be 12 because there is 12 months in a year. And if we are using days here, then it will be 365 because there is 365 days in a year.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So this is your two methods. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now in simple interest, the formula is this: interest on capital and drawing. Interest on capital. Okay, but you can use this formula for drawing also. Interest on capital and drawing. Now, for every change in capital, separate interest will be calculated. So every time amount of capital change, we will calculate separate interest for that time period. So this is our first method. In product method, we prepare a table. So this is a. You understand the example?
Yes, sir. I understood.
I erase this.
Yes, sir. You can erase.
Okay, so second product method. In this method, we prepare a table. It will be date of change, amount, then time period, and then product. So this will be your table. Now, after calculation of product, actually we will assign the number for every table. It will be 2 into 3. After that, we will calculate total of product. And then calculate interest on total product for 1 month. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is our calculation of interest on capital. Now, there is a question related with interest on drawing also. Okay, sometimes we keep withdrawing the amount from the business. So for every time we can calculate interest separately, or we can use product method and calculate interest accordingly. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if there is 3 drawings in a year, then in simple method, we will calculate interest for every drawing separately. But in product method, you can calculate by using this technique. Okay, so now interest on drawing. So interest on drawing is calculated in the same manner as interest on capital, but there are some shortcuts for calculation of interest on drawing. And what are these shortcuts? Can you tell me?
I think it is like according to the months.
Okay, actually, there is 2 conditions for application of shortcut. Amount of drawing is same. Okay, and time gap between drawing is also same. Okay, so these 2 conditions, if these 2 conditions is satisfied, then we will calculate interest on drawing by shortcut. Now, what are these shortcuts? If drawing is in the beginning of each month, in the beginning of each month, then we will use formula. Actually, the formula is same as in simple method. Total drawing into rate by 100 into 6.5 divided by 12. The second in the middle of each month. Then total drawing multiplied by rate by 100 into 6 by 12. And the third one is in the end of every month. So total drawing into rate by 100 into 5.5 divided by 2. Now, what is this 6.5, 6 and 5.5? Yes, this is your main doubt.
Yes, sir.
No, because Total drawing, you understand. Let me write the total drawing also. Actually, total drawing will be, in this case, total drawing will be amount of drawing multiplied by number of drawing. So if we withdraw 2,000 per month, and in every month we are withdrawing, then it will be 24,000.
Second, repeat.
Yes, if amount of drawing is 2,000 and we are withdrawing in every month, so there will be 12 drawing.
Yes, sir.
So it will be 24,000. The total drawing will be 24,000, and we will write this amount here. Total drawing, and total drawing. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the 6.5, 5.5, and 6. So how we will calculate time period? Time period, there is a formula. Time left or balance time after first drawing plus time left after last drawing divided by 2. So what does it mean? So let's take beginning of the month. Beginning. Okay, so if we are withdrawing the amount in the beginning of each month, and the year starts from 1st April to 31st March, or let's take 1st January to 31st December. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So when will be our first drawing?
In the first month.
Which one? The name
April.
of the month?
April.
April. On which date?
April 1st. No.
April 1st. So if we are withdrawing in the beginning of every month, our first drawing will be 1st April. And the last drawing will be?
October.
October. Year starts from April and ends on October.
No, sir. March. So it will be 1st March.
It will be 1st March. Yes. So first month is April and the last month is March. And we withdraw in the beginning of each month. So 1st of April, 1st of March. Okay. After 1st April, there is 12 months left. Yes.
Yes, sir.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So total 12 months. After 1st March, how many months?
1st March.
What?
Same to 12.
Not 1 month. The March is the last month. Yes.
Yes.
So if you count from 1st March to 31st March.
Okay, the only March we are counting.
Yes, because we have to count the time period from the last drawing date.
Okay.
Last drawing is on 1st March, so we have to count up to 31st March. So it is 1 month. Now, if we calculate time period by using the formula 12 plus 1 divided by 2, 13 divided by 2, it will be 6.5. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, what if it is in the middle of every month?
So can you repeat?
First, what if it is in the middle of every month?
I think it will have 0.5.
0.5. So first drawing will be on 15th April. And the last one will be 15th March. So the balance time is 11.5, and here the balance time is 0.5. $11.5 plus 0.5 divided by 2, total 12 divided by 2 is 6.
Okay, sir.
And if it is in the last of every month, end of each month, then the first drawing will be 30th April, and the last drawing will be 31st March. So from 30th April, there is only 11 months. And from 31st March, there is 0 months.
So we won't count days in this.
Yes?
We won't count days, we'll count only months.
Yes, we are counting only months. 11 plus 0 divided by 2. So it is 11 divided by 2. It is 5.5. So you can see 5.5 here, 6 here in the middle, and in the beginning it is 6.5. So we are using this sum here. 6.5, 6, and 5.5. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, after using this shortcut, actually sometime you will be given the question on the basis of quarterly drawing, not monthly, quarterly drawing. So actually there is no different thing in quarterly drawing. We have to calculate time period in the same manner. We will take time left after first drawing, time left after last drawing, divided by 2. So let's say, just 1 minute. Okay, so in the end of every month, it is 5.5 divided by 2. Now, if let's say there is quarterly drawing, and in the beginning of every quarter, we are withdrawing the amount. So do you know how the quarter works? It is the first quarter will be April to June. Yes.
Yes.
The second will be July to September. The third will be October to December, and the fourth will be January to March. Now, if it is in the beginning of every quarter, then 1st April will be our first drawing, and the last drawing will be 1st January. Yes?
Yes.
And if it is in the middle, then it will be 15th of May. And here it will be 15th Feb. Okay?
Okay, sir.
And if it is in the end, then 30th June here and 31st March here. So 1st April, 1st January, it is 12 months from here, and it is 3 months from here. So 12 plus 3 divided by 2, it is 7.5. Now, if it is 15th here, so it will be 10.5 here and 1.5 here. So 10.5 plus 1.5 divided by 2, 12 divided by 2, it will be 6. And here it will be 9 and 0. So 9 plus 0 divided by 2, it will be 4.5. Okay.
Okay, sir. So, sir, this 15 May is the middle of the year.
15th May, middle of quarter.
Okay, middle of the quarter.
So quarter starts from 1st April and ends with 30th June. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So total 90 days gap. So if you count from 1st April, 45 days, you will get 15th May.
Okay, sir.
So this is our quarterly calculation. Now, there is some question related with this. You can see here, question number 23. It is very simple. They withdraw 48,000 and 36,000 respectively during the year, evenly at the middle of every month. So if it is middle of every month, then 48,000 into the rate of interest is 10%. So 10 divided by 100 into 6 by 12. So it will be 2,400. Yes. And for second partner, it will be 36,000 into 10 by 100 into 6 by 12. $1,800 here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In the same manner, there may be different type of question. You can see here. There is 3 cases, means there is 3 question. If he withdraw 7,500 in the beginning of each quarter, if he withdraw 7,500 at the end of each quarter, and if he withdraw 7,500 during the middle of every quarter. Okay.
Sir, can you show the quarter part in the board?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Finish.
Beginning, middle, and end.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. So we can calculate this. Now, in question number 27, you can see the amount is not same. The amount are different in every time they withdraw, the amount is different. So in this case, shortcut cannot be applied. So you have to calculate interest by any of these 2 methods, simple method or product method. Whatever you find accurate, you can calculate.
Okay, sir.
So this is your question number 27, calculation of interest on capital. Generally, if you are calculating interest on capital and there are many changes in a year, then please use product method. Okay. If you find it easy to calculate by simple method, then you can do it. Otherwise, product method will be very easy for you to understand.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So do you have any question in any of today's topic?